John chapter 3, verse 11. Truly I tell you, we speak what we know and we testify to what we have seen, but you do not accept our testimony. Jesus here seems to be telling Nicodemus that him and his disciples, and maybe even in the line of the prophets that God has sent, he's saying, look, this is what we testify of. We are ambassadors of God. We are children of God, part of the kingdom of heaven, the Holy Spirit blowing through us, His breath. We speak of these things. We are a witness of bigger things. And he's going to go on in the next verse to say, look, Nicodemus, how can we even talk about these things? You are so rooted in the earthly things that we are not going to be able to talk about the bigger spiritual things. So you're going to be confused. Unless you are born again, you're not going to get. How are we going to have a conversation if you will not even agree on the most basic things that people of the earth are of the earth and of the flesh, people of the spirit have been adopted from the people of the earth and pulled out and saved and rescued to be children of God? If you're not going to land in that starting spot, if you're not even willing to see that that's a possibility, what else is there to talk about? I feel like this happens to us in the world all the time. People say, well, how is it possible that Jonah could have been inside the belly of a fish? And I'm thinking, if you won't even embrace that Jesus is who He says He is, what is the point of talking about that? What is the point of talking about things of Genesis if you won't even start with the fact that Jesus saves souls? This is His word and His revelation to us. That seems to be what's going on here. If you don't see these things, how can you even start to converse about the greater things of God? Might that be true of us? Who do you say Jesus is? That's where we start, with our own souls, with our friends, with a lost world.